depend on you. I've got confidence in you. We are live on the Banana Show. Thank God for a wonderful Thursday. And by the special grace of God, it is another wonderful evening with a wonderful show tonight to spice up your evening. If you are joining me, this is the Banana Show that comes your way every Thursday, 7 p.m. You are blessed to bless others. By the special grace of God, I remain your host, your counselor, your pastor, your friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The Banana Show is about to start. The Banana Show, the show that talks about what you need to know before your relationship and during your relationship. A stone you see will never blind you. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Voice of freedom is here. The unstoppable mover. By the mandate of grace, you cannot be stopped. A man that carries the grace of God, you can't fight him. If you fight a man with grace, you will end up in disgrace. This is the Banana Show. The show that wants to bring revival to our marriages. What you need to know. You must know the truth, because only the truth will set you free. These days, a lot of us don't want to hear the truth. We shy away from the truth, or we close our ears because we don't want the truth. But the fact remains that when you know the truth is the gateway to your freedom. You shall know the truth and it will set you free. Tell a friend, tell a family friend, the voice of freedom is online, and let's hear what he has to say tonight. You are the best person to make yourself happy. So try and be happy. You can't hide pregnancy. No matter how you hide pregnancy, it will surely come out. Come and know the truth. The truth you need to know about your relationship. Stop attacking your partner. Stop blaming God. Understand what is holding back that relationship. Why the men are coming. Why the women are coming. Why are they not stable? This is the show that will bring the lights. As a woman, beauty will take you into that house, but character can send you out. As a man, you can have the money and your woman will still be cheating on you. If you are just joining us, please like and share, like and share, like, share, like and share. If you are following us on Facebook, it's Impact Ministries, Impact Ministries, Impact, I-M-P-A-R-O-T, Impact Ministries. And if you are following us on YouTube, it's Impact TV, Impact TV, Impact TV. The Impact is I-M-P-A-R-O-T. And if you are following us on TikTok, it's Unction to Function, Unction to Function. As you are getting, please share with friends. You are blessed to bless others. This program that has not even gotten up to 3 episodes, it has become a strong blessing. Homes have been revived. For this purpose I was born. A combination of experience, gifts, and talent is what is speaking out. The topic today is deceptive impression. Deceptive impression. That means an impression that is not bringing the result that you want. Impression that is not bringing the kind of result you want. You have been practicing certain expression, but those expressions have never yielded good result. This show wants to reveal why those results are not positive. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It is the Banana Show. Deceptive impression. There are many soups in the market. There are many products in the market, but it takes one to be better than one. Listen to this show. After 3 months, if you don't learn, that means you are not following. Even the devil, before the devil fights you, there is a legal ground. Without a legal ground, the devil cannot fight you. Deceptive impression. And the show is Banana Show. The mind-blowing show. You're welcome to the show. This is the Banana Show, the long-awaited show for the day, and I remain your host, the voice of freedom. I'm a man of few words, but I believe that you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Today we're going to look at a new episode, a new topic, and the topic is deceptive impression. Deceptive impression. No person will like fake thing in his home. If you go to the market to purchase a product, and when you get there, after buying the product and you get home, you realize that the product is not good. 2 things are involved. It's either you return the product or you will never go back and buy it again. The same way when you go for a relationship and the relationship is not what you are seeing, the kind of things you want to see in the relationship, what will happen? You will decide to separate. There are a lot of talk shows on relationship where I'm speaking not just as a gifted person, not just as a talented person, not just as an experienced person, but also as a man that has been inspired by the word of God. And by the special grace of God, God has used us to bring revival to relationship, bring revival to homes. By the grace of God also, I want to also make you understand that what you know will help you come out from the trouble. It's one thing to know your problem. It's another thing to know how to come out from that problem. The right answer will give you what is stressing you up and make you have a peace of mind. And this evening I want to talk about deceptive impression. Deceptive impression. And by the grace of God, as you follow this, I believe it's going to help you, because a lot of us are suffering, a lot of us are complaining. There are some people who are not married today, not because they are not ripe or not because they are under attack, but because they've not been able to understand the principle. The principle of an issue gives you accessibility to what you're looking for. And we're going to look at something very important, which is deceptive. Deceptive. The word deceptive simply means to deceive. That means Whenever it's not real, no one will welcome it. And sometimes most of us, we are not real in our relationship. And I must be honest with this, our new generation, the love is so limited. Most of us enter into the relationship because of the kind of things we want. And when those things are not there, then automatically we begin to say the love is not favoring me. Whereas me and you will understand that you entered because of a particular thing. And because you are not seeing that thing, that is why you believe that the love is not real. Now let's look at some aspects we need to treat tonight. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is a very important show, and I will be emphasizing on, normally I emphasize on ladies because ladies are the ones they are bringing into the home. And these days, most of the ladies, they've not gotten good orientation. That is why they are still not married. They are beautiful, they are educated, they have skills, they have a whole lot of things. When you realize that they are not able to keep their home, and when you try to correct a few of them, they give you their own way of, it is the men. But sometimes, I'm not saying the men are not bad, but sometimes they've not been able to understand the word here, a woman and a lady. When you become a woman, you must understand who you are. When you are still a lady, you must understand who you are. And I believe by the grace of God, as you follow this program, if really you want to marry as a woman, if you follow the topics we are teaching, you realize that within a short while, you might just see your errors. And when you see your errors and you are prepared to correct it, then you will see changes coming. Because any man that is not prepared to change, change will never come. And as a man too, maybe you have a particular character that have been fighting your marriage. Sometimes it could be spiritual. Sometimes it could be emotions. Last time I spoke on temperament. Sometimes it could be temperamental issues. Maybe you're a choleric person and you're going to marry a melancholy. When you follow our videos on YouTube, you will follow if you follow most of the topics, you will learn a few things. So sometimes your character as a man could be fighting you. You may have the money, you might have everything, but the character you have will not allow a woman to stay with you. That is why this show has come to stay, to correct certain things you need to know. But money is not everything. Yes, we know these days without money you cannot really express yourself to a woman, because the ladies of these days without money, most of them you can't really impress them. Even the ones that have the money still want an extra money, and that's the reason why some of them are still not married. And by the grace of God, one of my books will be coming out on relationship, and that book is called Utter. That book, try and have it if you are not married. Even when you're married, try and get it. Why many are not married? There's volume 1. Volume 1 is coming out very soon. Try and have it. If you have that book as a woman, my dear, you will understand that there are many errors. It will not only be a blessing to you, but it will be a blessing to other people by the grace of God. So one of the things I want you to do is follow this program, share it. You might be a blessing to somebody. Someone is passing through pain there. I know of a lot of ladies who are crying in their rooms, but they've not been able to get the right answers. The right medication will heal you. And this show is the right medication for any kind of issue relating to your marital problem. I am not just a therapist, a relationship therapist. I'm a counselor, and beside the counseling, by the grace of, I am gifted to see the spiritual aspect, so which makes it a combination of multiple grace, and I thank God for that. So please follow this program, and as you are following it, share and like. That is an encouragement of the word, that when a man sees that whatever he's doing, he's being encouraged, it gives him more strength, gives him the momentum to do more. I am not saying give me money, the counseling is free, but try and share and try and like. Now let's look at the topic we are having this evening: deceptive presentation or deceptive impression. And the first one I want to look at is shape. These days we have a lot of manipulated, created shapes in the market, some injected shapes. Now this is for the ladies. Now it is good. I'm not speaking against your shape, the balloons, the ones they sell in the market, the injection. I've not come to criticize it, but this is where I want to come in. Now you want to get married, and of a truth, these shapes are done because of men. Let's be realistic. You are not having booms because of a fellow lady. You are having booms because of a man, and definitely because you want to use it to call attraction, because attraction will call attention. And now you've gone to do some BBL or whatever to make the bumps increase, to make the breasts increase, just certain things. Some of them don't even use the injection. Some use the balloons they wear for the V shape, the thunder shape, and whatever shape you just want to have. Now it's not a bad thing, because sometimes with the clothing we wear, maybe you want to just look good. I'm into the media, so I understand what I'm talking about when I see ladies wearing their kaba. When I mean kaba and sleeve, I mean the top and the down, the African attire. And sometimes they just want to wear something to make them feel attractive, make them feel good, make them feel presentable somehow. Now, I'm not saying the slim ones is not bad, but that is how you want to be. This is how you want to present yourself in the occasion. So sometimes you want the place to be a little bit swollen and the rest. But the truth remains that if you use that to catch a man, this is what I want you to know. Let him understand too that you see what you saw is not the original one. And you see, what you saw is not the original one. So he knows, because most men are carried away by big shapes. And sometimes maybe the big shape you are carrying is not natural. Maybe it is the balloon, especially with the balloon ones. And he sees you and is attracted. I say, man, this is the kind of woman I would like to marry. And along the line, he sees that this one was fake. My dear, what brought him in that could have made him to stay, he's not seeing it, so he will go out. That is the reason, one of the reasons why some men don't keep to their relationship. Are you getting me? Now, that thing you are doing, a lot of girls are also doing. When you go to the market now, that stuff is there many. So when you're also doing, let him understand, because your booms can attract him, but if you don't have a character, my dear, the bumps will bring him in, but the character will make him run away. So while you're also getting your increasing your size of your waist, also increase the size of your sense. I don't know if I'm talking to a lady tonight. I just want us to grow out of that the men are bad, the men are not good. If you are increasing your bones, you want it to be attractive, because you are not doing it for a fellow woman. You're especially doing it to make yourself look good, and number two, to get attracted to a man you might fall in love with. So when you are also increasing that bones, increase the knowledge here, so that you'll be able to put knowledge in place and make it work, either before the marriage or while you're already married. Number two, again, this is for makeup, and this makeup aspect is for the young ladies who are not married. It's for the young ladies who are not married. These days, as I said, I'm into the media as a producer. I understand something, that the makeup is good. The makeup makes you look very attractive. And sometimes they can make up somebody and you might not even recognize that the person, a whole lot of pothole. But when the makeup artist finish with you, you become very beautiful. Now, this is the truth. If a man is attracted by that beauty, that makeup, he might see you after. He will definitely see you after that makeup. So if he's attracted by that makeup, automatically, if later he sees you and the makeup is not there, you know what will happen? He might be discouraged, because maybe what attracted him was the beauty from the makeup. That is artificial beauty. So whenever you are running or you are going to a relationship, let the man also see your natural beauty. Sometimes try to be natural. Try to be natural. Like I always tell people, no matter how tasty you are, no matter how tasty you are, if it is not water, it is not water. You might drink all kinds of minerals, but at the end of the day, you know what will happen? If it is not water, it is not water. Sometimes try to be natural. These are some of the factors that are affecting you, because the men came because of the beauty they saw from afar. They saw you in an occasion, you were well dressed, the makeup was so sharp, so nice, and he's expecting to see that is your night. He feels that is who you are, but along the line he's not seeing. When that makeup is not there, maybe one day he passes by and that makeup is not there, he's going to be seeing something different. That means this is not actually what I budgeted. Like I said earlier on, I said if you go and buy goods and the goods are fake, you will not go back to that place again, or you return the goods. The same way, if you go for a lady and what attracted you to the lady, you are not seeing it, what will happen? You will definitely leave. The other aspect again, now this is for the men. This is for the men. The six pack, very good. Exercise is very good. It keeps the body very strong, keep you moving. But this question is, why are you doing the six pack? Why are you going for that exercise? A lot of people will go for exercise. They build in such a way, they outbuild. I'll use the word outbuild. That means they build because they just want to see muscle. Now, let me tell you something as a young man. If you build to whatever extent you want to build, you are not building for yourself. God, I can put it to some of the men, not all of them. That some of the six pack they are trying to build, especially with the young guys, it is for the ladies. Now, let me tell you something. A girl can be attracted to you and you get married because the six pack. Now, when she gets involved in that relationship or get married to you and your six pack is not your pocket is also not carrying six pack, you will have a problem, because along the line, Money is needed. Six-pack does not generate money. Your six-pack is supposed to be muscles for strength to work, but most of us will now use it to attract the ladies. Now, when you use your six-pack to attract ladies, you know what will happen? When money is no longer coming, she will go outside and look for a man with that six-pack, get the money, and if she likes you because of the six-pack, then she'll be cheating on you and bring the money to be taking care of you, which of course is infidelity, which of course will bring different problems. She can also bring sickness with you. So if you are doing six-pack, you are doing it for yourself, it's fine. But if you are doing it for a lady, know that six-pack without pockets will end you problem. If you also go and do the six-pack, automatically you are trying to cause attraction, which will call attention. But at the end of the whole day, she might love you for the six-pack. But what about when you begin to grow? You know, when you begin to grow, those things you do, those muscles you used to build, they don't stay again. They begin to go down. So if those muscles begin to fade, or you are not able to carry on with those muscles, you know what will happen? Cheating will come in. So whatever you are doing, do it because you want to do it, but don't do it because you really want to satisfy your partner. I told you that love in relationship, what you see that attracted you is not love. Are you getting me? What you see that attracted you is not love. As a matter of fact, when you are going into a relationship, it's a spiritual thing. You shouldn't see most of the things that is attracting you to it. That is why you can see a man will marry a lady and you ask, this man with his standard, he shouldn't go for this lady. This lady with her standard shouldn't go. Sometimes, if you ask them, they don't even know why they went for that relationship or why they are in that relationship. But there is something that is attracting them. Love. As a matter of marriage is spiritual. It's a bond. I spoke about it and I'll be giving more light on it. So if you are going into marriage, that is why you need a proper counsel. Because when you enter into those bonds, for those who just get married and after a few separation, they're asking, let's share property, let's share property. I'll be talking about sharing of property. That is the reason why the generation of today are facing problems. You share property, your children will also share property. For those of you who think sharing property has become a habit, if I get married, I will share property. There's no cause for alarm. Maybe you have a child too. Your boy child will also make money. And what will happen? They will tell him, let's share property. We have what we call foundational problem. You see, as I said earlier on, every legal ground for Satan to fight you has a trace. And these days, people don't look at ahead. They look at the present. That is why they fail at the end of the whole day. You will see a lady who acquire a whole lot of things and she end up very poor. And I believe that if you are following this program, you should understand we teach the truth. You might not like the show, but at the end, if you follow the show, you will know it is the show for truth. I remain the voice of freedom, and this show is the Banana Show. The show that will spice up that relationship, that will bring light again to that home, that will bring light to that relationship. If you are just joining me, this is the Banana Show. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. we are live on Facebook, and our Facebook account is Impact Ministries. Impact Ministry, IMPART Ministries. And if you are following us on TikTok, it's Unction to Function. Unction to Function. And if you are following us on YouTube, it's Impact TV. Impact TV. Want to look at the next one again, that is deceptive impression. Remember the show topic, the topic of the day is deceptive impression. The impression you bring, but that is not real. There are a lot of us who enter into a relationship and we know quite alright we don't love the person, but for what we want to get, and we try to go into them. When we enter, we say it's the devil. But within your heart, you know that you never entered into that relationship because you loved what you were doing, but because of what you can gain. There are a lot of pretentious marriages these days. That is why our homes are breaking. Now, take note of this. You are breaking the home. You are not thinking of your children. As you are breaking the home, you are creating a foundational problem that can affect your children. And definitely, once it's a foundational problem, your children will affect it. If you think you are breaking a heart, either a man, a woman, take note, you have children, they will also break the heart of your children. It becomes a foundation. That is why I'm out to actually see what I can do to stop certain areas. Even the word of God says, my people perish because of lack of knowledge. Some might not know the implications of this separation. You might not know the implication of separated homes. But when you know the implication of separated homes, you will know step brother, step sister, step. There are many steps today who are operating out of jealousy, out of wickedness, out of different deceptive. character. They grow, but along the line, they begin to say what my stepfather did, what my stepmother did, what my stepbrother did, what my stepsister did. And that is why we are trying to correct it. Your mother left your father, your grandmother left your father, your auntie left your father, and you are planning to leave. Don't you think there's an error? You should be able to trace back. Look at where you are coming from before you move ahead. When you know where you are coming from, you know how to deal with the problem before going ahead. Let's proceed to the next one. The next one, again, I want us to look at again is our talk. Our talk. The Bible made us understand that it's even sweet words are like honeycomb. There are a lot of people who are very sweet with words. Publicly, when you see them, they are very sweet with words. But when they get home, with their relationship, their words is like an arrow. And now this is what you must know in your relationship. When you are into a relationship and the partner's words is so hard, is so harsh, please, it's time for you to run before that word or that arrow hits you. Because some of the words that come out can't go back again. And this is why this show is there. Be very careful of the kind of words, because sometimes some of them have a kind of character that when those words come, you might go and use words, and sometimes that words will provoke the next partner and anything could happen. So what I'm trying to say that words, some will come with the sweet words. When they start the relationship, deceptive pattern, they come, my dear sweetheart, I love you, whether a guy or lady. But along the line, little thing the guy will do for you, he will announce everything. I did this for your mother. If he start announcing this and you've not entered the relationship, you better step out, because he's going to talk more when he finally marries you. If she talks to you as a guy the way she lies, get out, you're a useless guy, their guy is better than you. She's already telling you who she is. There are some things you must correct before you enter the marriage. Any lady, any man that can't control his words before you, why is angry, you know what you must do, whether a man or a woman, step out. Don't take it, because it is better to separate while you are running, cutting or dating, than when you get married. Now you start thinking of divorce. That is why all these things are important. Some of the problems you saw in your home or in your marriages, you saw them during dating, but you believe that change will come. My dear, anyone that cannot change during dating will not change during marriage. So please try and work on those people who cannot control their words, who cannot control their anger, who can use any words on you. If they are using any words on you and they are not planning to change, you better step out. That means you don't coexist. Because there are some, when they go into a different relationship, the way they spoke to you, they will not speak to that person that way. This is because that person, they coexist. When it comes to marriage, they will have what we call coexisting relationship. When there's a coexisting relationship, you are even conscious with the words you use. Now let's look at another aspect again, the same deceptive impression. Dress code. Now this is to the ladies again, and I'll talk more little about the guys. To the ladies, the way you dress matters. Sometimes the way you dress determines who will call you. Yeah, you are not going for a celebrity show to go and show up. Naturally, they know that you're always on some kind of dress code. Now, when you dress that way, automatically the guys that will call you believe that this girl is hot, this girl is hot, this girl is sharp. And let me tell you something, any guy, most of the guys, they like hot girls while they are dating during their youthful age. But when they want to marry, they look for a very decent girl. That's the truth. They look for very decent girl. When I mean decent, some people said sexual. No, I'm not talking about sexual decency. I'm talking about presentation, the way you talk, the way you go to club, the way you express yourself. When he wants to marry, he begins to look for the one that can be the mother of his children. Because he knows that if I take an irresponsible lady, my children will be irresponsible. So sometimes when you believe you are very hot and the guy is so happy about you, you must be very careful yourself. And to the guys too, for some ladies, they like some guys who will wear just singlets. I'm not against mode of dressing. I'm talking about mode of dressing. But some guys will just dress, put their trousers down. They are walking, the trousers are dropping. They are tattoos all over. They're kind of rude guys, and they like rude guys. But the fact is, most rude guys, they are also very rude in their marriages. So if you try to marry a guy with such character, such build-up, singlets, wearing singlet, wearing chains and whatever, you should know that when you get married, the same way he's rude, the same way he will be rude in his marriage. So some certain characters he will be putting. You'll be thinking, being a gentleman or as a married man, he should change. He can't change. That is who he is. So it is only those who will understand him. And you want a rough guy, but at the same time you want a guy you can also calm or tame. And for that reason, he is not that type. So if you know you want a guy that you are especially if you are a very jealous type, and your guy is the type who has a six-pack, you are the jealous type, what do? If you know you cannot start, like I always say, a soup or a food you will not eat, don't you to rub your mouth. If you know you don't have the heart to tolerate, you are a very jealous type, then my dear, forget about it. Now let's look at this very other one again. The Bible even made us understand that Proverbs 7 verse 10 said the dress of an harlot. He said the dress of an harlot, and he went further to say the cunning heart and a hidden agenda. A cunning heart and a hidden agenda. Now what's a cunning heart? A cunning heart meaning that anytime someone is wearing such dresses, or you've dressed somehow, sometimes you have an intention. And the word of God is telling us this is a cunning heart. This is a cunning heart. Most of the time when we dress, we know it's not good. Sometimes when we dress, we know this is for an attraction. Sometimes I've dressed, it's for myself. No, it's not for yourself. It's not for yourself. Because sometimes you can be causing harm. Are you getting me? You can be causing harm. You must dress decent. You must dress to know that yes, I am safe with my dressing. The way you dress sometimes will make men or a woman know who you are. Sometimes your dress code, your constant dress code will tell people the kind of person you are. If you go to a bank, for example, and you see someone wearing a jean trouser and a singlet, will you put your money in that bank? No. And sometimes we need a very decent partner. But at the same time, for us to have a decent partner, we also must be decent. Sometimes I heard a young woman some time ago told the sister, I say, if you want to catch a guy, you know what you must do? You must have what we call, you must dress short, you must wear this, you must wear this. And she met me, and I told her, okay, when you wear it to, when any guy to also call you, also accept. And she started wearing, the youngest started wearing short things. She never listened to me. One day she was short thing, and where she passed when she was coming, when she was saying no, the guy said, I'm giving you money so you don't say no. And the two of them grabbed her. It took her grace for her to escape. And when she escaped, the next day she told me, Daddy, I will never wear short again. I'm not saying short dresses is wrong, but I'm trying to say don't make it a habit. Don't let them define you through your dressing, because sometimes your dressing can define who you are. That is the truth. If you are traveling, sometimes the way you dress will make some people will make the checkpoint not to really check you more. There's a way you would dress very suspiciously, and you realize that the security men will be checking everything about you, because they believe that with this dress code you could be a rascal. Now let's understand the show. The show is the Banana Show, as I'll be rounding very soon. But by the special grace of God, there's a question someone asked me. He said, is it possible for a man to leave me? Is it possible for a man to leave me if I dress the way I like? Yes. It's possible for a man to leave you, because even if the man likes you, maybe the relatives might not like you. Yeah, the relative might not like you. And if you've been facing again, and the second question again, she asked me, how will I make my man know I am natural? How will you know you are natural? Sometimes when you are going to see him, or when you'll be meeting, let him see the natural beauty God has given to you. Sometimes you can take away those makeup and let him see the makeup. Let him see who you are, because if he's coming to marry you, definitely he will see everything. So if you are going for a meeting, you are going for an occasion, let him say, my dear, today you say, yes, I want to be natural. Now when he sees that natural beauty, he can be convinced. If he still wants to continue, you have an advantage. If he sees it and still wants to continue, that means well done. Well done. But if he sees it and he's not interested in it, that means he preferred what he saw. Automatically you are safe, because at that junction he will start going back, and that is for your own safety. That means if you have gone ahead, you could have been a problem, because along the line he will still say it. So you are safer now. So that is why natural beauty is very important. If you are joining this show, this is the Banana Show that comes your way every Thursday, and we talk about relationship. And above all, there's something I want you to understand. It is not over. Let me tell you, you don't endure, you enjoy marriage. You don't endure, you enjoy marriage. If there's an issue you are passing, maybe we've not come to talk about your topic yet, and you're passing through some topics, just inbox me on Impact Ministries on our Facebook, Impact Ministries, and your questions will be answered by Amin. If you ask any question, any counseling, it will be asked. If you want to know if you are in a right relationship, you want to know if you are dating the right person, it will be checked. I'm going to give you the physical questions. At the same time, spiritually, it can also be scanned. Now, I don't choose for you. Take note, I don't choose a partner for you. But what I do is, if I'm able to scan it, I tell you, these are the things you will see in your marriage. Or these are the things you will encounter if you proceed. If you still want to go, it's choice. Because some people will tell you, you said this, you said this. No. And a man can change, a woman can change. But what happens is, if the person cannot change during courtship or dating, then you know you can't change in marriage. So what do I do? When you contact me or inbox me, what I do to my clients, I tell them what they need to know, the attributes of that man, the things you will see in that woman. So if you still want to proceed, fine. If you don't want to proceed, it's your choice. I tell you the good side, I tell you the bad side, I tell you the temperament, I tell you some of the things you'll be expecting. Sometimes I tell you about the foundation of the person. And I also tell you about your own foundation, because before you move the log in somebody's eyes, you must also remove the log in your head. Because sometimes some people are facing problems not because they have a bad partner, but because their foundation can't keep marriage, because their character can't keep marriage, because their altars does not keep marriage. So any person you'll be going for, whether a man or a woman, it will not work. You meet the best woman, it will not work. You meet the best man, it will not work. This is because an altar might be speaking, a foundation might be speaking, a particular temperament might be speaking. And when you contact me or inbox me, this is what I do. I try to see into those things and sometimes guide you and tell you what you need to know. So based on what you need to know, then you will know if you will proceed with the relationship. By the grace of God, next week on Thursday, 7 p.m., I will still be online. But don't forget, tomorrow is the Jabez hour, the hour of the prophetic, the hour of prayers, the hour we also talk about deep revelations. We pray and we talk about deep revelations, what you need to know, and the prayer topic for those things. Tomorrow, 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. By the grace of God, we will still be online to talk about certain topic and pray. Tomorrow is for prayers. Tomorrow is to talk about a problem and pray over that problem. And when you know what is fighting you and have a remedy, you come out from it. It is my prayer to see that you enjoy your relationship. It is my prayer to see that you come out from every painful relationship and enter into a blessed one. It is my prayer for you to see the right man. In this program, we talk about how you can meet a good man, how you can meet a good woman, and how you can correct the errors when you meet a wrong person. Sometimes the person might not be bad, but sometimes because of the situation on board, you see certain things will be rising up. And this is why this program is on board. Every Thursday, 7 p.m. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I am your friend, your counselor, and you can count on me when it comes to issues related to relationship and anything that has to do with battles. We were born for this purpose. I remain your best friend till I will still come your way again. Remain blessed and enjoy your evening. Will I say bye-bye?